Hello everyone and welcome to another dev stream. So you already know me, my name is Pyrit, I'm the community manager for Vigor. And welcome everyone in the chat, so nice to see you again. Hello, just let us know that you can hear us properly and we can jump right in. So, I'm already seeing some people in the chat on Twitch. What about Facebook? Are we live? Is everything alright? Perfect, loud and clear. So, let's see. And I can see people on Facebook as well. Alright, let's jump right in. So, as I said, my name is Pyrit, and today I'm here with Phil, our associate producer. So, Phil, can you tell us a little bit about who you are, what you do on Vigor?
Well, hello, my name is Phil. As Pyrit already mentioned, I am associate producer. This role means that I am trying to make the team communicating with each other and also trying to make sure that all the blockers that are coming from the development are met and discussed. And as the last thing, I am making sure that everything is according to plans that we are creating at the beginning and that all the targets are hit at the end. So this is basically my role here.
All right, thank you for the introduction, and once again, hello everyone in the chat. We will start off with just, recapping what is the new update all about, then we will jump into the game and answer some of your questions. Hopefully as many questions as possible, but we will see how many we will be able to cover. So, let's jump right into what's new in the world of Vigor. So right now we are in season 7 of Battle Pass. So obviously there is a new season, which we are going to show you in a few minutes. Then we have some new weapons, openable and lockable exits, mortar strikes called upon Outlanders that are camping. Keep in mind that both of these features that I just mentioned, the openable exits and the mortar strikes, are something that we are really looking forward to your feedback, and we can eventually tweak it, according to what you guys think. So it's really essential. If there is anything you would like to discuss or mention, definitely put it anywhere on our social media. We will read it and then share it with the team. Other than that, there have been some major changes to shootout and also memory optimization, which is also great.
It's been necessary, yeah.
And Fisk is finally back in rotation, so we will be definitely running a few encounters on Fisk as well today. All right, so what should we start with? I mean, should we start with the Battle Pass and show them
Sure
what's
do.
new? All right, so I will switch back to the game and we can have a look at the Battle Pass.
Alright, so the Battle Pass season, which is called Mercenary, is a season that we were dedicating for the soldiers and for the military. Since Bohemia Interactive is very big milsim company, it wasn't very far from us, so it was very easy for us to grasp on what our community would like from us and implementing it in the game. I think that we've got our art department got very nice designs for you prepared, so I'm looking forward for you to check all the new stuff that we are preparing for the season 7 and that everything's gonna be okie dokie.
And we don't even have the premium battle pass purchased yet on this account.
Sure. So let's jump right in and let's buy some new battle pass. Here we go.
Right. Also, the military theme is something that was actually requested by the community.
That's correct. We had a survey where we asked our community and our players what should be the next focus for the next season. The military was one of the strongest and most requested one. So as I mentioned, for us it was something that we already know. So it was very easy for us to go through that and give you something that you would like and we loved.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Um, so let's see what do we have in the chat. Obviously, one of the biggest questions right now is, was something done about the blue screen on PlayStation and the crashing?
Yes, when we are creating a new game, especially for a new platform, it's a very incubated game because we have different servers and we have a different equipment for that. So after the release, there can be some issues that arise with new players and new people coming to that, because everybody has a different set of hardware and different set of internet. So we were very quickly aware that PlayStation players having a problem, and we were addressing it the day one when then we have found out that these issues came for the PlayStation players. We wanted to provide them with the game as smooth as that is as smooth as possible, and give the players on PlayStation the good to go.
Good to go product. Yeah.
Exactly.
So we were working on it, and when many fixes released with this particular update, we do not want to say that 100% all of it is fixed. There is a possibility that some bugs may have slipped, and this is where you come in. So if you encounter any of the issues, please let us know. We are always watching our social media, so we obviously noticed that some of you are still experiencing some of these issues. We are still waiting for more feedback and also data to back it up so we can start looking into it. But we hope that at least some of the issues were fixed with this update. All right. Let's see. If you have any questions, definitely put them in the chat. I will try to answer some of them. Right now it's mostly a discussion. What about the level 75 jacket? Thank you for asking. This is actually something that we were working on, and I'm not sure if the fix was released with this update or if it will be in another patch.
Good question. I am not 100% sure if we released it with the 7.0. It was an issue that arose because we extended the battle pass for our players, so it might be addressed, but there could be some issues still connected to it because extending of the battle pass is kind of new thing for us. So there might be some issues. Please give us a feedback if there's gonna be something like that, because we will be more than happy to fix it and make the whole battle pass experience more smooth for you.
So yeah, just to answer the question, you will definitely receive the reward.
Yes.
The only players that are not having the check-it right now are the players that were fast enough to complete all of the 75 levels before the reward was there, basically. So you kind of got the levels before the check-it was there, so right now we are trying to solve it, and hopefully it will be there soon. We are already working on it, and I think that the fix is like almost ready, or it is ready, but we are not sure if it was released, so we will definitely update you on this on our social media once the fix is released. Let's see. All right, so let's just focus on the new stuff right now. So this was the battle pass. Let's talk a bit about the openable and lockable exits.
Fair enough. So openable and lockable exits were actually kind of a passion project for a few of our developers. The reason for it was to make the gameplay a little bit more shifty. Thing is, like, when you go through the encounter and you received the certain amount of loot, or even if you're lucky enough you get even the crate, you are running straight to the exit. We wanted to make a little bit like mix up the cards and give the players even like a not a possibility, but more of they have to think pre-advance if this new exit or this new lock that is on this exit will be open or not. So it will go back to how the player will be thinking in the game. It's something that we think it's going to be a great addition to the Vigor, but we are always looking for good feedback. So if there is if the opposite is true, let us know, but I think that you're gonna enjoy that because it's something that will change the game a little bit and provide you with something more spicy, let's say.
Yeah, exactly. Like it will definitely change the dynamic of the encounters. But are all exits lockable and openable?
Actually not. We still left a few exits open. It's for the reason that some people don't want to spend the time to find the resources for opening these exits, which means that we will still provide some players who would like to only just run to the exits this possibility. Thing is, you will have to think pre-advanced because there are just certain exits that you can approach without open them, so it will provide with another analogy or maybe more tactical way of do I go to this exit or do I spend more time going to the exit that I will have to open.
That's right. So guys, let us know in the chat what do you think about the openable exits, if you have already tried it or not, what do you think about it, because we are looking forward to the feedback. Let's see. So do not forget to put it in the chat. And what was the other thing that we were talking about? Yeah, the mortar strikes for campers. So what was the inspiration for this and how will it change the gameplay?
Well, I think that all of us who ever played some competing shooters got the issue with the campers. I had many issues where I basically nearly ate my controller because some camper was waiting for me behind the corner. I am not against marksmanship. I am one of the players who like to put as much distance between me and my enemy as possible, and the satisfaction of killing someone through the scope is big one for me. So I am or our team whole is not against the marksmen, but there are some people who trying this technique of the campers who are exploiting this stuff. Those people should be should have some sort of a warrant. So the mortar strikes is not something that will kill you if you'll stay on one place for too long. Well, actually it will, but it will give you like some sort of a note, like you are marked by this mortar strike. If you will not move, then the mortar strike will hit you. If you will move, then you can continue normally in the game and do what you like to do normally. But this one feature is made more for like, let's say something like make the game a little bit more movie. Just don't stay on one place and wait for the player. It's more like you have to think pre-advanced again. You have to change your position, which is all for it, man. This is how the game should be played, and I'm very happy that we implemented it there. But again, if we are we would like to hear your feedback, and if this, again, there is a opposite. Help me with this word. If there is an opposite opinion about that, then let us know. We will make the due for that afterwards.
Yeah, exactly. Like right after we like mentioned that there will be something like this in the update, I think that many people reacted negatively, like many players, because before you actually play it, you don't know how it goes. I think that some people just expected to be bombarded right away after lying on the ground for 5 seconds, which is not the case. Like you will get a notice that you are marked, and you have the option to move or not to move. So that's great. All right. Do we? Let's see. The chat is moving really fast. I can see that we have many PlayStation players in the chat. Guys, definitely, if you encounter any issues, please let us know so we can start looking into them. All right. So what's next? I think that we can look at Fisk and maybe show them how the exits are marked on the map.
Definitely.
And stuff like that.
We were very happy to implement the Fisk back in the game. It was a bigger bummer for us. I wasn't even aware how many people like this
Yeah.
map. Like, my favorite's gonna be the Fjellkanten. I'm sorry to butchering the name, but it's just because of the visual side. But the Fish Fabric was actually one of the first maps that I was playing when I started on Vigor, and it's got its own magic. It's very like open and close in the same way. So like when we got the feedback of getting off the Fish Fabric because of some reasons that we had to fix in the development, it was like big wow for me. So we were working as hard as possible to put the Fish Fabric back in the game, and we are very happy that we can announce it's back there, man.
Exactly, and also there's the last lighter.
Yes,
there
the last
for,
lighter.
For many players. This is quite exciting news because, like, you know, if you're a collector, you know that it's always bad to have like
Yeah, I can imagine.
almost complete collection, but you cannot complete it because the map is not there. So, exciting times.
Here we go. You can see how many players wants to play this game because the encounter started like this.
Yeah, right away.
Yeah.
This was really nice. Oh no, someone is not happy about the snow disappearing from shelter. Actually.
It was actually an event that we prepared just for the Christmas. I'm sorry if you're not very happy with that, but like honestly, I rather prefer the summer shelter, but it's just because of me, because I don't like the cold that much.
Yeah, I guess it's just you.
I understand that like visually the winter shelter was beautiful, and I was kind of bummed that we have to get it off, but there might be a new Christmas. We shall see.
Could we get spray paints in game? Interesting idea. But this is actually something, you know, like you would need a lot of memory for that.
Oh yeah, like
in the encounters.
what sort of a spray paint they are talking about?
Like having a spray bottle and spraying something in the encounter, basically.
Okay, fair enough. So like Counter-Strike.
Yeah, for
Fair
example.
enough. Yeah, well, it's a cool idea, and we would have to discuss it with my team if it is even possible to put it in a game, but I would not say like it's plausible right now. We shall see.
We shall see. So when we open the map, yeah, exactly.
There we
Show
go.
them.
So Fish Fabric have only one openable exit. This one was the most tested one. We wanted to at least we wanted to start with the one on this map. There are a few maps that have more of the openable exits. For example, I think that Gronheim have like 6 of them from 7. So like some map will have that more, some map will have that less. Doesn't matter right now. If you will be happy with that, we can implement it on more of those exits or other way around. So where shall we go first? Let's check some com station, right?
Oh, sounds nice. And I will check the chat in the meantime. So someone is mentioning that they haven't seen new gestures since like season 2 or something. Is it something that we want to work on, add new gestures, or not really right now?
Well, right now it's not our aim. I know that it's been a long time since we gave the players a new gestures. I understand that like it's something that it's very nice to have, but for now I don't think that it's like the most important thing that we should work on. But if there is gonna be more of the people who would like to see more gestures, we always can discuss that. So let us know, please. We're doing that for you guys.
Oh, someone is asking. I think that we can answer this question pretty nicely. Jesus Christ, why the hell is there only one objective on the map now? So actually, before Christmas and during the holiday season, there were extra
Use the
like
comm
loot
station
events.
to change the drop zone.
Loot events in the encounters. There
Right.
were basically all of them. Because we wanted to increase the loot during the holidays, and then when we decided to extend the season, just to get everything ready for the next update, we kind of like left it there for the prolonged period. But right now, there is usually only one loot event per encounter.
Yeah.
Because before, it was kind of a overkill. I've seen many discussions between players that it kind of gets boring in the Outlands when there is like so many objectives that the players kind of like spread out through the map and there's not enough action. So by having like less objectives, you will most likely run into someone else.
Exactly. The whole idea behind the more loot events were like we at first wanted to try on how will people be happy with having more loot events, but after that we found out that players got too much spread around the map and there wasn't too many conflicts between the players, so we've decided to go back to one loot event per map, which I think it's more than enough because these loot events provide you with more than enough loot for the game. Correct me if I'm wrong. So we were going back to square one where we just wanted to implement only one loot event. But again, if there's something that you think that is missing in the game since we removed the 3 events per map, let us know.
Exactly. I was just laughing that you were like explaining something and you were playing just with one hand and the other hand was just like flying around explaining the things. Man, they are going to clip your cheeks in this encounter, I'm pretty damn sure.
Well, for how many players were in the lobby? I haven't found even one person yet, so
And
where
it's
you
pretty
at,
small
guys?
map. All right, all right. So let's see. Guys, do you have any questions? If you have any questions, do not forget to put them in the chat. Let's see, let's see. Oh, wow.
That was unexpected.
Question. New locked exits. I'm wondering if it would be a... Oh, wow. That was fast. I told you. I told you.
But I had my both hands on the controller. That wasn't the issue.
True. God damn it! Now I lost the question. About openable exits. It was
Right.
something with making them like mortar-free areas. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the whole question was. So we will wait. Question. Have you got any plans for April Fool's Day? So far, well, we usually do something funny for you guys, but since it will be, I think it will be between the updates, so there won't be
Right.
like...
I'm not sure, or I can confirm that we are preparing something specially for the April's Fool Day, but there is going to be something special for one of the holiday events, let's
Yeah,
say,
that's right.
that will be coming, so you can expect that. So, shall we go to different map, or should we try the fish fabric? Got my ass salted a bit.
As you wish. I will leave it up to you. Someone
Let's
was
try the
asking
fill content.
why aren't all of the customizations buyable in the shop?
They are actually buyable.
Not the battle pass stuff, because like it's exclusive for the battle pass. Then there are exclusive items for the packs that you can buy in the shop. And what else was exclusive? Yeah, there were a few exclusive jackets when the game first came out. So these are the things that time limited, usually exclusive for one event or one battle pass season,
Right.
and these can't be found in the shop, similar to Christmas stuff.
Right. Well, it comes with the word exclusive,
Mm-hmm.
which means like it should be a one-time event. So I'm sorry if you didn't get what you like to get, since it was the exclusive stuff.
Mm-hmm.
If there is gonna be a lot of people who would like to see some sort of a thing that were there for like a month or something, we can always try or
And bring it back,
bring
yeah.
it back, of course, for some way, not like the exclusive way again or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But as I mentioned, it comes from the word exclusive,
Mm-hmm.
which means one-time event, one-time thing. So sorry for not getting that.
Mm-hmm.
It's part of the exclusivity.
Someone was asking, don't you guys think that it's giving like the one loot event per encounter, that it's giving advantage to the people that spawn closer to the event, which kind of like you have a bit of advantage, but at the same time, like, you know, you are spawning randomly, so it can happen to anyone.
Well, it's a good question, definitely. Thing is like receiving or like getting the thing from the loot event doesn't mean that you will bring it back to the encounter or to the shelter.
That's
You
right.
will still have to go through the whole map or through the nearest exit where you can meet someone who can either kill you or you can kill them. So I understand where this is coming from. I understand that some people seem to have more opportunity to some loot events because they are closer to them, but it doesn't mean that it's gonna be the final owner of these loots.
True.
Oh, I just love this map. And the night one is
Yeah,
even
the
better.
night maps are really nice.
Look at this. I have a destination to travel when the COVID situation will be off.
We have many long comments in the chat right now. Don't worry, guys. I see it. Most of it are things that we know or are discussed also in our Facebook groups, on Reddit and stuff like that. So we usually know about these things. We definitely know that you want to see more stuff. You want to see more maps, more cosmetics, more weapons, and this is something we are always working on. Right now, we are trying to find a balance in our updates between like the new stuff, but also the fixes, which is something that we heavily
Right.
focused in this update.
I'll let him go. Right. The main focus for the Season 7 was also polishing and bug fixing. We understood that the Season 6 and the update 6.1 wasn't the most stable updates that we have released, so our team was very dedicated to make the Vigor as smooth and bug-free as possible. I think that we moved the Vigor to a much stable stage that is right now. Some things will remain, of course, but that's the beauty of the game development. Some things you fix, some things will get broken, then you fix them again. But we have a big passionate team who is working on making Vigor as great as possible, so you can guys enjoy it. All right.
Use the comm station to change the drop zone.
I'm seeing also some positivity in the chat. It seems like many people are actually enjoying the new season, especially like the military stuff and so on, which is really nice. I think that this season, when it comes to like the battle pass customizations and stuff like that, is one of the best for me. I think that I liked preppers the most.
Preppers. Fair enough. I wouldn't say that this was my like my favorite season. I think that my favorite season's gonna be either Hunters or Junkers, because Junkers were like we just get out of our heads and try to do something like very wild and very like still grungy and post-apo, but still like keep it in the present. So like I really like the Junkers, and even through the bugs that came with this season, I'm very happy on like how the art looked like, and how the all the uniforms and everything else that we added in the game looked like. So yeah, like I think that those gonna be my two favorite. What did you like about the preppers the most?
I think that it was the outfit, to be
Fair
completely
enough.
honest.
Fair enough.
Like, it was really cool. The community and me included were asking for something like a hazmat
Oh,
suit
hello.
for a really long time. So that was really nice. But hunters were really, really cool with the crossbow. I will give you that.
Yes, yes. The crossbow was like unique weapon that only few can master, but if they
Yeah.
master it, they are legends.
Question. Is it possible in some future update to be able to install different size on weapons? You know, like weapon attachments and stuff like that, which is a question we get every single time. And
I know. Well, I've already heard like from the community feedbacks that they would like to have some modifications on the weapon. Honestly, it's nothing that we are working on right now. I don't think that we will be working on something like this in the future. So
like, you know, the thing is that in Vigor you are risking a lot by
right,
going into the encounter. You know, when you're playing different games, you have your one favorite weapon, you can customize it, you know, add new stuff to it and stuff like that.
very
And
good
then
shot.
you would be really angry if you lose it in the encounter when you die, because you are
Right.
losing everything you have on yourself, including weapons. If you do not buy insurance or something like this.
Yes.
Which obviously you can, but I don't think that you will be doing it for every single encounter. So you are losing too much by
Yeah,
dying.
that can be one of the reasons. It's just like something, totally honestly, that we don't want to focus right now. We think that the weapons that we have in the game are unique by itself, and all of them comes with their perks and their downsides. So I think that like the weapons that we are providing with the game are nice, and we are not preparing anything as modifications for them.
Question: could you be able to open the cars to rip out the alarm to stop it? That's smart.
That's actually a very good idea.
That's good. That's good. I like it.
Yeah, like
Uh,
kudos to
yeah,
one.
thank you for the idea. Let us know in the chat what do you guys think. But it sounds great,
It sounds like an
and
idea.
it makes sense, like even in real life. So
Yeah.
good one. So what is your response to the fact that knives don't do anything or very, very little? I'm sorry, the question is already gone, but nonetheless, it was about knives. Definitely melee combat isn't something like, isn't the biggest focus in Vigor.
Yes.
Definitely, definitely we can look more into it in the future. At the same time, it wasn't a priority, really, to be honest,
Right.
for the last few updates. And I think that most players are using like different weapons anyway.
Yeah. I've met very few players who will be like going just for the knife fights. It might be just because of the state of the knives or like overall melee that we have in the game. The game was meant to be more of a shooter game than like the knife game. If there is gonna be a lot of players who would like said, this is something that we should be focusing on. There's always a way or always an ideas that we can go for, and we will be happy to. But giving you ETA when we're gonna fix those knives or the whole melee system that we have right now, or not fixed, more like adjusted to be more
The
usable in
plane
the
with
game,
the airdrop is
it's
about
hard
to
to
reach
say
your
right
area.
now.
Avoid the drop zone if you are not ready to fight with other Outlanders.
Oh, that's the new save. Fair enough, fair enough. Should we try the airdrop? Are we that brave?
Well, you can be that brave.
Yeah, like I went from the airdrop, like I get to the shelter with the airdrop like just 4 times since I started to work here. So it's not easy way or like easy thing to do. But on the other hand, very rewarding if you get that.
That's true. Someone is saying it would be cool to see more intense weather, snowstorms, thunderstorms, and stuff like that, which, in my opinion, is really good idea because I'm more of a looter. I don't go for the action. I'm not a sniper, so I would actually appreciate like more stormy weather when it's harder to see. At the same time, I believe that many players wouldn't be too happy with this.
Yes, that's sort of a thing that everybody's wish for till they get it. We had some tries with the different with different weathers and different. Oh, just hang on.
But
This
you
is not my
tried.
day.
But you tried. You tried.
So yeah, having a weather in a game always seems like a very cool idea till it's there, because the visibilities gets so bad or so dim that you basically can walk from other player 3 meters apart and you wouldn't even meet him. So the thing is like then it like loses the whole idea of a Vigor being a loot and shoot game, while you have to do these encounters with another players and decide if you're gonna go friendly with them or not. You would be basically just trying to get from point A to point B and hoping that you will not just run to something. So I'm not sure if like the weathers are a good idea for the Vigor.
Yeah, that's right. Like it's a good point. I saw a few questions, so we'll just cover them really quickly. First was about Vigor being available on PC. We get this a lot, so we might as well answer it. Obviously, we are not planning to be on PC.
That's correct.
Yeah, we started as a console game, and we want to remain.
Right. Vigor was exclusive for the Xbox at the beginning. Then we spreaded it to the Switch and PS. Right. We will still be on these consoles, and I think that we will not move from them for a while. But there is no talk about merging the Vigor even for PC. We have other amazing games on PC that you can play from the Bohemia Interactive, and we would like to keep Vigor as a console game.
That's correct. And the other question was about partnerships. I will quickly answer this one. We will be accepting new partners in the next 2 weeks or something, so you can look forward to that. When it comes to non-English speaking partners, it's not that we wouldn't love to have non-English speaking partners, it's just that we have to communicate with you, and most of us are English speakers.
Right.
We also speak Czech and a bit of French, and that's pretty much it. So it would be really hard to communicate this way. If only our content is in another language, but you will be able to communicate with us in English, we can definitely try to look into it and try to find a solution. So definitely like check out our partnership site, apply for partnership, and we will see what we can do. And the second question, could there be a ready up button for duos and trios?
That's actually a good idea.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
Something that can be done and we can add it in the game. So yeah, we're gonna have a look at it.
Mm-hmm. And one last question about how many people work on Vigor right now? Phil, you should know because you're the head over everything.
Well, right now our team got a bit smaller. I am not sure of the exact number right now because people were coming and leaving, and we have a lot of people who are with us, but even in the different projects. So the numbers are somewhere around 20 people who are very dedicated for the Vigor, on the Vigor, and also other people who are helping us around. So I can't say it's just the 20 people. I'm saying it's a bigger team, but like if we're talking numbers that are
Yeah, the core bear.
the core
Vigor,
would be somewhere
yeah.
around 20 plus people. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, thank you for the answer.
Yeah.
Not a single word about the PS5 next gen version. We can definitely look a bit into this. The versions on PS4 and PS5 are the same because we knew right away that we won't have the time to create a completely
Definitely.
new version for PS5. Do you think that this is something we would like to work on in 2021 or?
Definitely. I can't provide you with any ETAs or anything like that, but it's definitely on our list, and we will be converting the Vigor to the newest version of the consoles as soon as possible.
Mm-hmm. All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Ah. All right, let's see. Guys, do you have any questions? We have 15 minutes or so left from this stream, so if you have any questions right now is the right time to ask. Is there anything you would like to talk about, Phil?
Not that I am aware of right now. I'm very interested on your opinion when it comes to the new mortar strike system and the new openable exits. I understand that those two things are kind of risque and will change the game quite a lot. So we are still looking forward to hear from your feedback and hear like if this is something that you would like to have in the game or is something that it's more bothering you there. So provide us with that, please, so we can do as best as possible for you.
And I saw a really nice question. We were talking about the customizations from the Battle Pass seasons and so on. Do you think that they will be ever coming back in some form? Like, we do not have to say exactly what we are planning, but at least tease a little bit.
Maybe.
Maybe. It was a good question, and we understand that many of you weren't able to get them because you weren't playing at the
Right.
time. So we are currently discussing what we can do and what we can give to the players that weren't able to.
Right. We are aware that there were some seasons that were only for Xbox players because the Vigor wasn't on the Switch or on the PS that time, and I can't go to the details right now, but just wait with us a little bit.
Are there any plans to put button remapping? I want my crouch to be on R3.
That's something that we are not focusing on right
Yeah.
now. I think that
on Switch you can do it like in your own options.
yes,
Yeah.
I think that Switch is providing you with that option. I'm not sure how it's work with the other games, but no, we are not working on that right now, and I don't see we will be working on something like that in the future.
All right. Any more questions, guys? Can we get more trap options beside the contact bomb? Definitely, like something like this is doable.
Well, there is alarm. Is that if I'm not
yeah, that's right.
mistaken?
That's right.
Which is sort of a trap option. I know it doesn't do the same thing, but still it's a trap.
Like, I think that usually with major updates, we were adding more tools. That this time in
Right.
this season, there aren't any tools, new
No,
tools.
exactly.
So I think that we might work on something in the future.
Yes, there is always a possibility to adding a
Mm-hmm.
new sort of a traps or new mechanics that we will be implementing in the game, and you can actually play with that and change your gameplay according to this. I can't get to any details right now because there is a lots of stuff to be done before we will be
Yeah.
releasing something like that. It's not something that we just like said, all right, it's gonna happen and it's gonna happen. So yeah, stay with us. This is not the last trap or not the last tool that we are planning to release, and definitely there is going to be something interesting in the future.
Exactly. And if you have any ideas, do not forget to put them out there, you know, like on any of our social media, into groups, Reddit. You can discuss it on Discord. If you have ideas, just put it in there, see what other players think, and we will make sure to share it with the team.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So let's see. Any more questions, guys? Can you remove friendly fire from elimination?
Yes.
Good question. Or like good question. We get this question a lot.
We do. Yes. Thing is, like, we are still not very certain if we want to do that.
Mhm.
There is a certain aspect with Bohemia Interactive Games that is coming like in every project that we are, not every project, but most of the project we are doing, and lots of those games do have a possibility of the friendly fire.
Mhm.
I think it's adds on the realism of it, but honestly, we've already collected, or like we've already heard from many different parts of players and different console players that this is something that we should have a look at. We are still not very sure that we would like to go this way, but honestly, if this is something that we would, our players would like to have, then we can discuss it and implement
Mhm.
it in the next season.
Yeah, that's right. Like, you know, the discussions vary. Like, then people are mentioning, you know, have some sort of timeout or something for players, the team kill and elimination. It has been an ongoing discussion, to be completely honest. For season 7, elimination definitely wasn't the focus point.
Yes.
When it comes to like different game modes, we were focusing more on shootout. With this season, you know, we have different weapons for shootout, and
Oh yeah.
the spectator was changed for shootout as
Mhm.
well. But we can definitely focus more on elimination in one of the future updates.
Yeah, we had a lot of backlash from releasing the other state or the 6.1 state of the shootout. There was a lots of players who were reporting us big bugs and big problems. We had to address that first because shootout is one of like most played maps, if I'm correct. So we wanted to fix the shootout. Elimination is still quite new. If we compare it with the shootout, so there's still a lot of work to be, not lots of work, but there's still work to be done on that. And yeah, we still would like to hear what would you like to say to us, guys. We are hearing you. We are trying to fit your ideas into our ideas. And if elimination really needs getting of the friendly fire, then yeah, we can discuss that, and we will be addressing elimination in the future. Right now, the biggest focus was the shootout, because as you can see in the previous seasons, it wasn't as good as we wanted to, so we had to go for it and had to fix this thing, and then we can move it to another. Such is life, isn't it?
Yeah, true. That's true. Okay, let's see. We have a question about locked exits.
Right.
Locked exits should be a time thing, not if you have materials or not, or just remove it like maybe make animations to unlock the door or shoot the lock off. Oh yeah, so they mean that the locked exits shouldn't be limited to materials, but maybe something different, like shooting a lock or something, which I think is a good point.
Could be, could be. We were trying to find a
Yeah, like the right balance.
exactly and good usage for the materials, because you can use the materials as improvements for your shelter, but we wanted to give them some quite like nice role even in the encounters. It comes to the openable exits where you have to use these materials, certain materials to the certain exits to get off those places to your shelter. So yes, it's actually a nice idea to have even a lock or something like that, but right now we wanted to just use the materials that we had in the game for something, for a different purpose than is just using it as a shelter improvement mechanic. So yeah, thank you for that. It's actually a good idea, and we can have a look at it.
All right. We have some time for a few last questions. I saw quite a bit questions about Switch performance. If we plan to work on it, if there will be something changed, or if it will be a focus in the next updates.
Right. Switch is always in our mind. We already implemented a few new fixes that will be coming in the next update. We understood that Switch player had some issues that are originally just for the Switch, that haven't been on the different consoles, and we addressed them already. There are some still that will be have to be fixed, but yes, Switch is one of our one of our focus, and we are improving Switch as we speak right now.
All right. Let's see. Last questions, guys. Last questions. Phew, there are so many. I am unable to read it. Unable to read it. Crates and shelter. Please, could we have open all option?
Sorry, I didn't understand the question.
For the crates that you have at your shelter.
Right.
So
Oh,
there are
so
players that are like collecting the crates and then they want to open them all at once. Like
okay.
you can have like, 50,
I can.
100 of
Yeah,
them.
yeah, yeah. Well, then it. Well, I always like to open one
Yeah,
exit
that's
per like, because this is always like a surprise for me, like what I'm gonna find
and
out.
even if you're grinding the crates, I still think that it's just so nice to be
Right.
opening them
Yeah.
one by one by one. We weren't really thinking about open all option. We can discuss it with the team for sure. But I think it takes away from the excitement of opening
Exactly.
them.
Like honestly, I always like to open it. Like I've never got to the situation that I would have like more than 50 crates, because if you've got like more than 50 crates in your shelter, you're a god. So thing is like you have mostly like 10 to let's say 15 crates in your shelter that you can open one by one, and all of them will provide you with a different thing, and it's always like a guess game what I'm gonna do from all those things that are shown there, what we're gonna receive. I think it will kill that vibe if we would be having like one open button. So not sure if it is if it is a good idea.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. Honestly, I like that you come forward with that. But yeah, from my perspective, not so great.
Okay, and last question, guys. Last question. We will see. Um, so, any more questions? Put them at the chat right now, and we will choose the final question. Can we get weekly challenges?
Actually, a nice idea. Something like this was kind of discussed. Still can't give you too much of a info because it's in a very early stage of brainstorming around that. But yes, it's something that It's a very nice idea. Might see it. We shall see.
All right, thank you for the answer. It's almost time to end today's stream, so I just want to recap a few things. You can find all of the info about the new update on vigorgame.com, or you can just watch any of our social media. We are usually sharing all of the biggest news there. If you have any questions, you can contact us pretty much anywhere. You can put your questions in the comments on our social media channels on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram. You can join our Facebook groups. We have dedicated Facebook group for each platform so you guys can connect and find other Outlanders to play with. We have Reddit, we have Discord, we have forum. So if you have any ideas, any questions, any concerns, or if you have found any issues, make sure to let us know so we can start working on it. Big thanks to all of the PlayStation players that I'm mentioning the blue screen issues. We will be definitely looking into this in the upcoming days
Yes.
to see what is going on, if the situation improved, if there is something wrong, and so on. And we will update you on that as well. Thank you for watching, guys, and hopefully see you in the Outlands really soon and on the next dev stream. All right.
Thank you for
Thank you,
having
Phil.
me. It was pleasure for my first stream. Not that bad, I guess. Thank you, guys. We are very happy that you're giving us the support and you're giving us the feedback. It's amazing. We're doing that for you. The biggest reward for the developer is to have a product that is played by as many people as possible. So stay with us. We are preparing nice things for you, and I hope to see you soon.
Okay. Thank you, guys. Bye.